am really excited and really honored because I'm having a conversation with our beautiful Sue Rumack about not just about her tribe, but about Sue too. So, Sue, welcome. Welcome to our conversation, our tribe of the week. I'm just going to move my camera here because it's all falling all over the place. Tell us, Sue, I love your tribe. You know, it's the Life-Force Activators tribe, but it's one of our most popular tribes. Tell us about you and what does Life-Force Activators mean for you?
Where would you like me to start? With me first, or with what?
Yes.
Or with like what? But like,
Yes.
oh, with me first.
Yes.
Okay.
Tell us a little bit about your beautiful self.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm a very spiritual being, not a religious being, but a spiritual being. I'm a soul-led person. I'm filled with spirit, not a religious spirit, but a universal spirit. I have been since I was very, very young. My first out-of-body experience was when I was about 8 years old. And my first prophetic dream that came true, many more followed, was when I was about 15 years old. And so I've kind of, my mother was a seer. She was a dreamer. And before her and before her and before her, my children and my grandchildren, we all have this ability, as do most people. And my thrill of connecting with people, talking about me, my thrill of connecting with people is to bring them back to that universal connection that they have with that ability to connect with their own prophetic sense, with their own out-of-body experiences, with their own guides, their own angels, and to wake them up, let them feel alive, perhaps for the first time since they were perhaps children, or maybe they never have felt completely alive in their bodies, and that's what they're looking for. So Life-Force Activators for me is a vehicle provided by sacredyou.love, where I have an opportunity to connect with people who are looking for that kind of rebirth in a way, or continuation of the rebirth they've already started, or the birth that they began and never needed to restart, but just want to take to the next level. So Life-Force Activators for me is a vehicle. I am kind of like the bus driver, and I love being the bus driver. I don't have the right hat for it today. I'm sorry, but that prop is missing. But I kind of like being that bus driver. To be the bus driver, it means I have to innovate. I have to come up with ideas that are going to be not just inspirational, but curious to the people who join my tribe. And I encourage people to check out our replays in the village, the tribe village replay place, place, yeah, and just see what we talk about. And it changes from week to week. We've just finished a cord cutting series. Was actually 3 different meetings. We started off with all the negative stuff. We went to how all kinds of different parts of our lives connect, the spiritual, the ephemeral, nature, people, and there were all kinds of chords that we connect with in those lives, not just the negative ones. And then we finished, my grand finale was all about positive chords, how you attach, how you connect, how you might want to cut them at some point in time, but all the good stuff about chords as well, and how chords are not spiritual. They're scientific, they're energetic, they're vibrational frequency, they're thoughts that people broadcast. So that's kind of where I go when I introduce a topic. Now, you asked me what Life-Force Activators actually means to me. And I'm going to read you something that my guides gave me probably a few months ago when you and I first started talking about this on our weekly Tribe of the Weeks. And you asked me once upon a time, what is Life-Force? And of course, I always had my version of it, which is, oh yeah, it's the vibrancy we have inside of us, the excitement we have, all that. And then my guides went, not so. And I went, what is Life-Force? If that's not, I mean, I live it, I bubble it. I'm not putting it on. I'm not putting it on. That's who I am, how I am. And so I asked, my guides came back to me and they said, okay, so think on this, lady. Okay, I'm going to think on this. What is life force? They told me it's positive and it's negative. It's
Mhm.
neutral and it's confused. It's searching, it's lost, and it's found. So life force is all of those things. If you need a logical left brain explanation for what life force is, other than that invisible quality of excitement, which some people find have a really hard time connecting with if they haven't felt it. But we have all felt positive energy at some points. We've all felt negative. We've all felt neutral, like just coasting along. We've all felt confused, and we felt
Yes,
searching, and we
yes,
felt lost, and we felt
yeah,
found. So
yeah,
if we're talking about life force, that's what life force is. It's all of those things combined. It's not just one.
it is. And you're so true, and you're so right. And thank you. Thank you for explaining that. And because it's that energy that we have within us, whether it's positive or negative or neutral. And, we wake up in the morning and we just feel, neutral, that we're just coasting along, or whatever it is. It's that energy. It's activating that energy. So I love it. And I love how you describe yourself as a bus driver. You're a fantastic bus driver. So we do have a few people watching us. So do stick around. Well, first of all, for everyone who's watching us, hello. Please say hi and let us know where you're calling in from. If you have any questions, please pop them in the comments. We will get to them very, very soon. And I will also be putting the links to Sue's tribe in the comments. Come and join us, because, of course, if you are already a member, of Sacred You, a tribe member, but you're not in the Life-Force Activators tribe, do come and join us. When's your next meeting, Sue?
I believe we just did our weekly meeting. We meet every 2 weeks. So it'd be not this coming Tuesday, but the following Tuesday.
Tuesday.
And we do, yeah. And it's 10:30 a.m. AEST for all of you Australian Southern Hemisphere people. And I believe that's 8:30 EST for all the Northern Hemisphere in my Eastern Standard Time Zone, because that's where I'm in. So we are on Tuesday. You guys are on Wednesday. We meet in the middle and we have a great meeting.
Yes. Yeah. So the next meeting is actually for here in Australia. It's the Wednesday, the 16th at 10:30 a.m., which means it's Tuesday, the 15th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So do come and join us. If you are a member, all you've got to do is click on the quick join a tribe form, which is in the village. But if you're not a member, truly, if we have over 30 tribes that you can join, but if you only want to join one, then do check out the Life-Force Activators Tribe. Love it. You get you share so much knowledge, so much wisdom, and I love all your different all your different exercises. And like you said last time, the last few meetings, you talk about cutting cords. Those energetic cords that are holding us down. A lot of us feel it, but don't realize what it is and what we can do about it, where you're able to help people with that. So come and join us just for $1 Australian. Come and try out Sue's meetings. And you can also join all of our other tribes as well for 2 weeks for just that $1 Australian. Then after that, it's only $15 Australian a month. I love it, Sue. I really love it. So tell us a little bit more about the benefits. What's coming up in your tribe, like for the future? What are you planning on covering?
Well, actually, I was thinking about that and I made some notes. And one of them is going to be the energies of saying yes, the vibrational quantum energy of saying yes.
Yes.
Yes, to whatever it is that you've never said yes to before, because maybe you were afraid what would happen if I said yes? How good could my life get if I said yes? How bad could it get if I said yes? Well, I teach people how to thin slice yes, so that they feel the power of yes in their bodies as a sensory experience. And it just tips them over to the edge of taking away the fear of saying yes. And then I teach them how to plan for a positive outcome for something that they're afraid of. So that's one of the things that I probably will do next session. And I'm very excited about that. There's another one that is the magic of 7. Magic of 7. Now, we all know that numbers have power, and that magic of 7, there is a process that people just don't know how to use when trauma hits, and how you manage that trauma and how you turn it into a win, where it could be you might end up being victimized by it, but we need for you to be the victor. Life force activating is creating whatever it is that you need to become the victor. So it's the magic of 7 when you're hit in the very first seconds of some kind of trauma that is just kind of hit you up the side of the face or slapped you on the back. I first learned that the day my mother was killed by a drunk driver. And I came home to discover that my mom was gone. Yeah. And how I handled that. And I didn't even realize that my guides were giving me a process. And then over the years, there were more traumas that followed. Of course, there's always more trauma. And but I followed that process, that magic of 7. And I'm not even going to tell you what it is because I don't want to give it away. Not yet, but soon. So magic of 7 is one of them. Then, of course, there's we've done magic wands, we've done crystals, we've done masks, we've done, how we mask ourselves to keep ourselves safe, how we unmask ourselves to create the expression of who we are. We've done talking to angels and giving permission and negotiating with our angels and guides so that they don't end up taking over all of our available space. It becomes a partnership. And so learning about angels and guides, talking to trees. I mean, are you a tree hugger? I'm a tree hugger. I talk to trees all the time. Matter of fact, I spent, I think, 6 weeks talking to trees when I was traveling in 2019, I think it was. Yeah, 2019. And I ended up writing a book about the tree's origin myth for the earth. And it is a fabulous little book that I keep promising to publish. All I have to do is press the publish button, but I haven't done it yet. So,
I look forward to it.
Thank you. Somebody will push me in the right direction. But if you're interested in some of the topics, I can give you a list. Give me a second. Yeah, got it. So I got my list. So, all right. How many of our normal, everyday, real people are going through divorce? Yeah. Did you know that there's an identity energy that you can work with to recreate yourself spiritually and soulfully as you're going through all the bad stuff so that you come out the other end already healed? Already healed. So talking about life force and creating that identity through divorce, brilliant. It works. Life force identity, life force activated careers. Imagine if you could think about the career that you want to move into or the career that you're in that's bogging you down, and learn how to turn on your life force inside of what you're already doing, taking control of that, changing how you feel getting up every morning. What a game changer that would be. So life force activated families, where one person in the family learns how to manipulate the energies in such a good way that everybody in the family feels safe and heard and alive. Life activated love life. Who has been challenged by their love life? Not having connected with the one, or maybe having connected with so many of the ones that were the wrong ones. And what would happen there? Life force activated health and wellness. Oh my God, going through a health issue, a health challenge, and learning how to use your electrical, vibrational life force to help to heal you alongside of all of your other healing modalities. But what if? And if it works, I know it worked for me. I know it works for Sophia. I know it works for a lot of other people. I mean, I've come back from pretty serious situations health-wise,
You have.
mostly because, thank you, yeah, mostly because I used my electrical life force, what was already inside of me, generated by my brain down through my nervous system into all the nerve endings in my bodies. I taught myself how to walk again and how to talk and breathe at the same time, all within a very short period of time. And look at me, folks, I'm a dancing. I'm moving around. It's not like force. Whoops, and I lost my earbud.
That's okay.
Don't talk because I can't hear you.
That's okay.
I'll be right there. We go.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I know
And
that
yeah,
what?
it's so true, Sue, and thank you. Because what we don't stop to think about, and this is generalization, what a lot of people don't stop to think about, is just how our day-to-day lives and everything that we're going through, like you mentioned, divorce, everything like that, health and wellness when we're not well. And at the moment, I've got a cough, and how all that stuff that we go through, moving and everything else, all the stresses of life, how it affects our life force.
Oh, it does.
So I am really looking forward to everything that you're going to be doing in the future. Seriously, and for everyone out there who's watching, I said, come and do yourself a favor. Come and join us just for $1 Australian. Right, click on the link below to join Sue's tribe. Click on the one remember, you can join Sue's tribe meetings just as a casual member for $15 Australian, not a problem. And that is on the link below. Or you can join us as a member for $1 Australian, and you get to come to Sue's tribe meetings, plus all of our other tribe meetings as well. Just for $1, and then it's only $15 Australian a month, rather than $15 Australian per meeting.
And you've been talking about the tribes, but you haven't been talking about the panel discussions, or the group or the community events, or the community courses that are offered. You haven't talked about those at all. We've only been talking about tribes. So if you don't know about our other, what would you call them, activities, membership perks, I don't even know what to call them. They're so amazing. But they give people a chance to try on perspectives that they wouldn't normally have even begun to think about, and listen in, like the fly on the wall, to panel discussions with experts on topics that you might have wondered about but never knew where to get. All these amazing people who teach this stuff, study this stuff, write about this stuff. I mean, I could use big words, but I choose not to use big words because I'm not a big word person. I like using words that I understand and everybody else understands. So even in my meetings, my tribe meetings, I try to keep the words as user-friendly as possible, even though we're talking about quantum energy, and we're talking about neuroscience, and we're talking about brain science, and we're talking about archaeology, and we're talking about all kinds of things that would normally have big words. We don't need them. There are lots of ordinary words that work just as well. So nothing's going to be way up here. It's all going to be right here in your heart.
And it certainly is. It certainly is in your tribe. So I'd just like to take a moment just to honor you, Sue. Just to really honor you for bringing your passion to our community, to sharing your wisdom, everything about life force, and also I know you help people with overwhelm and being an empath and everything else. So thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome.
Thank you ever so much.
I am a life coach. Yes. I've been a life coach for 16 years. I was right on the first wave of life coaches that used the term life coach when people didn't know what that actually meant. So I've learned a lot about communicating with people and reading them. I use my empath abilities to read my clients. Yes. I also use my empath abilities to read my tribe. What do people need? If they're showing up, what are they looking for? And I try really hard to give people the space to talk and take part, be interactive, bring their questions, argue with me, disagree with me, throw a can of paint at me. I don't care. Just be active, be part of it. Because I don't want to be talking at you.
Yeah, you don't.
if you are a tribe member. I
Yeah.
want you to be talking with me
With me.
and
Yep.
everybody else in the tribe.
Yep.
So,
And you do that so wonderfully well.
thanks.
And I look forward to your next meeting, which is coming up in just 10 days' time.
Yes.
Literally 10 days' time at this time, wherever you are in the world, in 10 days' time, come and join us for the Life-Force Activators Tribe. Thank you, Sue. Truly, truly, it has been an honor. So thank you ever, ever so much.
It's been a pleasure as always, Sophia. Thank you.